Nice crowd on hand as we take the green flag in Atlanta.
Already you saw what cars can do when they lock together. They drove off from the pack. That's something that's going to be a learning event all day long.
Well, Joey Logano, when we spoke to him prior to this race, right, he said, oh, a little bit of a wiggle there for Joey Logano with Kyle Busch on the outside. Here comes Chase Elliott, but you heard him say, we'll lock bumpers maybe to turn 2, and that's exactly what Logano did, trying to push his teammate Ryan Blaney to the lead.
Look at turn 2. Big spin.
Tosses out.
And sliding down to the apron.
Noah Gragson.
Oh,
sorry, guys.
That's a shame.
Got a lot of experience yesterday in the Xfinity race. Yeah, looks like he nosed it in pretty hard.
Really hard. I haven't seen one of these cars actually smashed up that hard yet this year.
Looked like right in the middle of the corner. He just went in like he had normally been doing. Right in the middle at the Alsco sign, it got loose, and so he corrected, and when it corrected, it bit and turned straight to the right, head on into the wall.
Well, we've seen a lot, you know, with that racket pinion steering, it's really hard to catch it back to the right.
Yeah.
Sideways.
Seemed loose back there.
Yeah.
Exactly like Ross Chastain at California earlier this year. That is a hard hit, as hard as you can hit.
49 laps complete. Stage 1 is 105 laps long. This will complete the competition. Caution for teams to check handling and tire wear. Every car came to pit road, and boy, we had our share of calamity. We had the 43 zooming out as the 10 was coming in, and Eric Jones got into Eric Almirola and turned him around.
But you called it, Mike.
Got the 44, Greg Biffle all over the place, causing havoc for not only Bubba Wallace, but I think it was Kyle Busch right there. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, Mike called it about how many cars are on the lead lap and we're coming down pit road to make pit stops. When you have the spotters and everybody on pit road has such an important job to understand which pit stall guys are in and coming out of. So you got, you know, Almirola, I don't know, it almost seemed too late for him to be able to do anything any different. To me, that was a spotter call, or maybe whoever sends out the
crew chief. Crew chief usually calls you out and then hands it over to the spot.
That's a very good question. I mean, I would think that, oh, leader's in the wall.
Easy, stay low.
And caution is out.
There, stay up if you can.
He did a heck of a job of not sending that car all the way around and see how much damage.
Left rear blue, right side hit the wall, right rear tail first.
Oh boy.
Steering still straight, feels like the rear straight.
I think the right rear.
The right rear. Well, the left rear might have been down.
Ross Chastain had led 5 times for 42 laps. Look at the leader here.
Goes into turn 1, gets into the banking.
Boom, goes down, and round he goes. I don't know that car's tore up all that bad.
The only thing, you know, with the left front was the independent rear suspension, you do get that toe link that bends really easy when you hit the right rear like that.
Boy, how lucky is that? All those cars behind him, the whole pack literally behind him. Could have been catastrophic for everybody.
William Byron in a Chevy and Denny Hamlin's Toyota will lead them back to green. 5 to go in stage 1. Byron and Dillon trying to hold off those 2 Toyota teammates, and here comes Hamlin.
Without the help of his teammate.
Oh!
2 cars hard in the wall, and Austin Dillon, Kyle Busch crash.
More behind him.
Stacking up behind him.
Ty Dillon into the wall, and Chase Briscoe, last week's winner, spinning.
That was that split-second decision. The 18 didn't decide to go with Denny. Denny was waiting. I think he anticipated him to go. He waited just a heartbeat and then took off. Put Kyle Busch in that outside lane, and the rest is history.
Tyler Reddick cut down a right rear tire and went around in mayhem.
He sure did, and just like the one of Ross Chastain right in front of the field. This time collected a lot more cars.
Yeah, when you're up front like that, they're too wide stacked behind you. See Tyler Reddick in the outside. Right here, the car's going to wiggle. Looks to me like a right rear tire going down.
Joy had a rough ride there. Kyle Larson got turned. Joey Logano was in it. Christopher Bell.
Watch what this does, how everybody's scrambling for position, stacking everybody up.
The middle, lower.
Boy, nice job making it through there clean.
Let's ride with Kevin Harvick.
Woo! That'll get your heart rate up. Yeah, they can make the move, right? 47 went around, thinking maybe another tire, I'm not sure.
Oh, and he gets piled into by Austin Cindric.
And the right rear was down. Right rear's on the wheel.
And a freaking tire go down again.
Yeah, you could see the 47 Stenhouse thing just snapped around as he got into turn 3.
We're just talking about the 4 car having a clean race. Fenders were still on it. Now he's got a lot of damage. Austin Cindric damage.
Leading this group has not been good, especially for those Chevrolets.
Well, and I just wonder, are you using putting more heat into that right rear tire by being up front leading?
I think, in my opinion, it goes right back to what you started to allude to, Mike, is the collaboration of working together. Oftentimes, you learn faster that way, but if somebody's off in that mentality the least little bit, chances are everybody else has that same setup in their car.
All right, let's see what happens to Stenhouse here. 47.
Enters into turn 3, boom. You can see exactly the same situation that happened with the 8 of Tyler Reddick. The tire goes down. You can see the wheel digging into the racetrack, creating that streak.
Blaney got through. Kyle Larson got turned by Christopher Bell. The 20 is trying to avoid here.
Oh.
Or vice versa. Blaney's Ford, Kyle Larson's Chevrolet on point ahead of Hamlin, Almirola, Elliott, and Briscoe.
I'm really surprised with the damage that Kyle Larson has on the front of his car. He didn't choose to go to the outside. We'll see how much that damage costs him in speed. But with a massive push with Chase Briscoe and his teammate Chase Elliott, both chases behind him, doesn't seem to matter right now. You can see how draggy his car is. I think that it's affecting him.
I mean, heck, the front splitter's practically peeled off of that 5 car.
2 to go in the stage. The racing looks like we're in Daytona. The cars look like we're at Martinsville.
Or the end of Daytona.
Don't get out too far, Blaney.
Whoa!
Into the wall, Larson and Hamlin.
It kind of goes back to what you're saying, though, Clint. There's so much drag in that 5 car, pulling him back. I think Denny was just trying to push him. Almost the same situation as his teammate Kyle Busch pushing the 3 car earlier.
Literally the exact same situation. I agree with you. The dragginess of the 5 had him slowed down even more, creating that big push from the 11 and turned him around.
AMR safety crew is right there, but looks like Larson wants to drive that thing away. Watch the 11 of Hamlin, the 5 of Larson.
So he gets locked onto him right here. He gets to the right rear, just push it. Finally gets down to the left rear. Yeah, he just.
Chase Elliott took a shot in the right door.
Right, and I'm wondering if that will hurt that toe link that we talk about on the right rear, because it hit him pretty solid in the right rear.
Maybe he got the door.
Hopefully.
I think he got the door of the 9.
Hit.
I mean, we talk about pushing late in the stages.
One back both lanes, two back both lanes. One more lap at the line here. Wrecking behind you. Just keep coming, keep them below there. Cross it out, cross it out, cross it out.
Getting ready for stage number 3 here on the newly reconfigured Atlanta Motor Speedway. They have truly made this into a super speedway with 28-degree banking, narrowness in the turns compared to the old configuration. It's to Ryan Blaney's liking. He is the winner of stage number 2. Didn't get any points in stage 1, which was won by William Byron.
William Byron back to the lead.
Yeah, I thought Blaney did a nice job pushing Bubba, but it was that push from Ross Chastain. Oh, he turns the 10.
Caution.
Bummer for Eric Almirola. He's doing a great job there.
You called that, Jeff.
Well, you know it's going to get more intense, and the pushing's going to get more aggressive.
And those decisions are going to get tougher. For William Byron, Bubba Wallace, Blaney, all these guys have to make sure that they're in the right line with the right push.
So watch the 99, the 1, and the 10 on the inside from our aerial coverage.
One's just pushing hard.
Yeah. 99 really wasn't there, but the 1 was just aggressively pushing, and it could be too. These tires they've got the air pressure built up. They've got quite a few laps on them, so the car's probably not quite as stable as they were. And then that aggressive pushing, you can see that hood flap.
But it isn't any more aggressive. Look on the outside line. The 12 had Bubba Wallace jacked up as well and had him sideways a little bit. I mean, it's just time. It's time to push and go for it. If you're gonna go for it and put yourself in a vulnerable spot, I've always said I'm going to do it at the end of the race when the pay window's open. Right. I do not want to wreck with 20 laps into the race. I'll do it with 20 to go.
You're also seeing some of the side drafting get more aggressive as well.
And it's actually working with Christopher Bell. Somebody going to move down and try to utilize his push.
I think it's right here going into turn 3. Big run coming. Here it comes.
There it is.
Oh, Ross Chastain
went for it.
That might have been William Byron's best friend.
And that sends Blaney backwards as Chastain comes up to 30.
Oh, here we go.
One lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Exactly what William Byron wants. Side by side behind him.
Oh.
Bubba Wallace.
And Blaney into the wall with Briscoe.
Here comes a run. The 1 of Ross Chastain. You're going to have to block.
Oh, below the white line there by Christopher Bell.
They're racing side by side. Perfect scenario for William Byron. There's going to be a massive run coming off this 1 car. 4.
Byron top to bottom. Hugs that white line, drifts up and comes to the line. He wins it as Buscher, Haley have a hard crash into the wall. I believe that's Harrison Burton with them. At least 3 cars involved.
Couple of big hits.
Oh my goodness.
Whew, now I can take a breath.
What a race. Great job by William Byron. His spotter, the communication,
when it goes back to talking about, do you want to be the leader? Well, you do if those guys all have different agendas behind you.
Yeah, had that not happened, they wrecked right there. I really think he was the set and duck. Perfect case scenario when those guys got side by side behind him.
Freaking driving, great spotting, great team.
Bubba Wallace with the window net down. A couple of those guys took some big hits at the start-finish line.
Bubba ends up 9th. Justin Haley climbed out of his car after finishing 7th. But Charlotte, North Carolina's William Byron has scored his 3rd career win in his 149th NASCAR Cup Series start. He becomes the 46th different driver to win a Cup race at Atlanta, where his best previous finish was 8th. And he is the 5th different driver to go to victory lane this season, the 3rd from Hendrick Motorsports.